in humility and humbled by the appreciation of the family, the parents, Tom and Jennifer, that asked me to speak on the behalf of the Indiana Department of Corrections in honor of Breanne and to the service of the people of Indiana, the people of the Department of Corrections, and the offenders in general. Breanne came to work for the Indiana Women's Prison on January the 5th, 2015, a young 20-year-old with high ambition. Her dad spoke to me about her employment and his desire for this young, idealistic lady to learn as much as possible and be the best professional that she could be in the field of law enforcement. As a young lady, female entering into a traditionally male-dominant profession, Tom realized that he could not provide the guidance and perspective that Breanne would need. Being that I was young when I started my career in corrections, I openly accepted the challenge. So Tom asked me to keep a keen eye on Breanne, and he also asked me to provide as much guidance as possible during this learning curve. It didn't take long to see that it was the incredible potential that Breanne possessed. She always had a smile on her face, and she was always willing to grow. As we discussed topics like offender behavior, she knowingly understood that offenders are people, and to treat them with respect and dignity most often elicit the best results. I always reminded Breanne that a smile in a most difficult situation is an excellent and awesome thing, and that in which she believed. Even in settings where I pointed out to improvements that she needed to make, she was very receptive and understood that the decision was for her good and her professional development. We never entered a discussion without the smile upon both of our faces. We knew that Bree wanted to work for the Indianapolis Metro Police Department. It did not surprise anyone when she was accepted as a candidate for the police training. It was our deep pride that she was a member of the Indiana Department of Correction and the Indiana Women's Prison. And our hopes was that her experience with us and somehow, in some way, prepared her for her endeavors with IMPD. Working with Bree reminded me how important of us as a supervisor to always remember and be grateful for young adults who are interested in public service. It is not the most financially rewarding at times, but it also provides a sense of excellence, and sometimes this goes unnoticed. When working with a young lady like Breanne, it also served as a reminder to me that my job as a leader was to cultivate the energy that she had within her. It's a tragedy and a shame that she'll never be able to share the responsibility in what should have been a long, distinguished career. One of my finest memories of Bree occurred about 6 months ago. I was in a crowd downtown, and I heard someone yell my name, and there was numerous people standing around, so I was unable to identify where the voice was coming from. But then once I looked up, I saw a big smile and someone in a blue uniform jogging towards me, and he was none other than the beautiful Breanne. As I walked towards her, she smiled and I smiled at her. Her smile was the only thing that I saw, and it will also be the everlasting memory that I have of her. To this end, I'd like to offer sincere condolences to the entire family from the Indiana Department of Corrections and all its members. And I also would like to thank you all for allowing the Indiana Department of Corrections to also take part and celebrate her in her homegoing. If there's anything that we can do to ease your pain, please know that we're here for you. God bless you and all the memories that you have of Breanne. Thank you.